Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. Well, I pray all is well and everyone is in the best of health and spirits. It's your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, and I have with me Brother Sean Ali coming on this evening for a little health and wellness power hour. And our topic is emotional wellness, going from anxiety and grief to peace and happiness. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Sean. How are you?
All is well. Walaikum assalam, sis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into our topic, emotional wellness. Going from anxiety to grief. There's a lot of anxiety and things going around. I get clients contacting me in regards to that. So I wanted to come on so we can build and talk about that and offer some solutions because it all starts in our mind, our perception of things. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's where I want to start.
Right, and that's that. Yeah, exactly right. Hold on. So we're and it's all choices, right? So
Right.
that's the best way to start. It's all choices, and some of us have to be real with ourselves and determine whether or not we like those type of circumstances.
Right.
And because you have to describe what your life is, and whatever you describe is what it is. So we all have the many choices of words to use to describe our lives and how we feel.
Right.
So once we learn, the more we learn, the more we know, the more we um can grow a little bit, or the we can do, right? You
Mhm.
might want to take me back off a little bit off of Zoom,
Take
sis,
it. Okay. Let me see.
because it won't be able to. I might get on the board. It won't
Okay.
see me. You
Awesome.
scared me for a second when I saw me all like, woo! I'm not used to seeing me up close and personal like that. I was like, whoa, but no. Um, and this is a very serious topic because we don't. A lot of us we have never really been taught how serious, not just powerful, but how serious our words are,
Right.
and how we, more importantly, the words we use to describe how I will feel. A lot of us, we only know pain. We only have like 5 words to describe how I feel. I feel good. I feel bad. I feel sick. I feel well. I'm sad, angry, happy.
Right.
But we don't have a lot of other words to use. And there's many other words that we can use to describe ourselves without hurting ourselves.
Right.
Because I can go through a loss, right, of a loved one. We
Mhm.
lost our dad in 2013. I could go through that loss without hurting myself by the words that I use to describe my loss. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yes.
if I know that in my religious belief, that in my spiritual belief, that we're not really gone. You just see what I'm saying? So let
Right.
me let
That
you
transition.
if I really believe that, I shouldn't create a hurt in me from that loss, because I know this is just a temporary. I'll see you soon.
Right.
I'll see you
Yes.
again. So how am I hurt over something? But we'll create a hurt that hurts us, instead of a hurt where I'm sad that my dad is gone. We'll do a destructive hurt. We're now emotional eating. Emotional doing these things to replace that loss. Hurt, anxiety is not good. Grief and
Exactly.
anxiety are 2 words that create psychosomatic disorder. So we
Yes.
can use those words, but we need to want to take them out. of our vocabulary. And
Mhm.
I found that that's where it starts at. If I
Right.
continue to use those words, I will
And you're
continue to create
affirming it. Right.
anxiety.
You keep affirming it. Right.
Right.
And whatever we
And
say, that's what it is.
that's what it is. And that's what I say. So we gotta be real. Do I okay? Because you can become your body. Now we understand that these emotions, anxiety and fear. Okay, let's understand the chemical composition of these words. Those words are compromised of different hormones, right? So when you're looking at anger, it's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of cortisol, a lot of epinephrine, no melatonin, no serotonin, no endorphins. It's like all of
Right.
those aggressive, high energy hormones. When you look at peace, a lot of serotonin, a lot of melatonin, a lot of endorphins, little adrenaline, little cortisol, little to no cortisol, little see it. So these things are cocktails, combinations of different hormones. So, and it's like taking a pill. Our body unlocks that hormone and releases
Right.
that energy. And that's how we create that inside of ourselves.
And
So,
and I
but
think if we don't know what word to use that's more positive, affirming, then we should just sit still and be quiet,
mhm.
you know?
Or if you at that point and you run out of words and you don't have, hey, use your phone, smartphone, a
Right.
thesaurus, antonyms, and synonyms. I teach my clients antonyms and synonyms, the like of those words and the opposites of those words. So now, if instead of grief, now I can take the word grief and I can find all of the antonyms, all of the similar words, and the synonyms, and all of the opposite words. See, so now when I get to these familiar, everything is energy. So when I get to this familiar sensation that the world calls grief, that the world labels anxiety, they say, oh, if I stub my toe, I'm supposed to say, that's supposed to hurt. I'm
Right.
supposed to say, ow. I'm supposed to feel pain according to this word. But if I know that that's just a sensation that I'm feeling, I can call it whatever I want. That allows me to create that strength that I can put my hand through this. Oh, I'm sorry, neighbors. My hand through that wall without hurting.
Right.
The same thing we get through a loss. We get through the things that make us anxiety feel or grief feel. We can change the words. It doesn't change that I lost my father. No,
Right.
that didn't change none of the tears I shed. None of that stuff, man. Even today, almost 10 years later, I still wish I could call him because I need help that he can only give me advice on. But it changes what I do to myself. I'm not
Right.
killing myself in my loss, in that sensation, in that moment, in that action. I'm not killing myself because I'm going to take control of it. How? I'm going to call it something that I can get through it with, but also draw power from.
Right.
Right? You see what I'm saying? I don't
Yes.
just want to get through it. I want to, because it's action. This is energy. So this is a tremendous energy. The loss of anybody, a child, what I'm going through with my son right now. Even though he's still here, the hurt feels like he's not here because we're not talking. So it's like, damn, I can't even reach out to, I can't, and that is a hurt sensation.
Right. That's
Right.
yes. I know what you yes.
Now, I'm still alive. So I still need to grow. I still need to develop. My cells are still in action, right? My body
Right.
is still, my heart is still beat. So I still have to provide for me. I still have to live, right? You think what I'm saying?
Right, and
So
that's where that gratitude, having that attitude of gratitude, because I heard Minister Jabril say one time, when we're depressed, that's a lack of gratitude. That's a show of ingratitude when we're
well,
in that
I
state.
call it. I mean, you can do that, but everything is energy.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what it is. So when you're looking at, our brains are created to think right. When we're looking at these grief, anxiety, depression, sadness, that's a mismanagement of energy because I can only use my words. When a
Right,
person runs out of words, they start to, that's when you got fisticuffs. Oh, why you do that? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know why you hit the boy? That's like how many parents them had that
right.
conversation with, you know,
Yes,
because I don't know the word, so I couldn't express myself verbally. So and
yes,
we explode. So when we're looking at that, I'm not taking away from our beloved brother. I'm saying from my perspective, it's a mismanagement of energy because I'm using that same energy, but the words I describe it with is the direction that energy is going in. And that's up to me. I can go through loss and it hurts without me being because that person isn't here. My routine changed. I'm uncomfortable. Something
right.
was here, it's no longer there. I'm uncomfortable because I'm still looking for my father. I'm still looking for my son. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you lose a job, you wake up the next couple of days still wanting
Right.
because
Like,
you
am I
created
supposed to be going somewhere? Yes.
so
Yes.
that
That
routine.
routine. So yeah,
I
gotta
be
create new
so
habits.
that you see, instead of anxiety, instead of
Right.
grief, I'm uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like that's a still word that you can use to explain my loss, but without rendering myself powerless. Because uncomfortableness doesn't cause psychosomatic disorder.
Right.
You can't, you had to have panic to get a panic attack. You got to have anxiety to get
Some
an anxiety attack. So
right.
if you don't use panic and anxiety, you won't have those that you remove. How you gonna have an attack?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the root of it. Because if I know that it's my words that create it and it keeps coming back, now I gotta go to step two. Am I addicted to those hormones, to that
Mm,
energy?
that's powerful.
See, Incredible Hulk, you look at any rendition of it. He was a Bruce Banner was a doctor, a healer. He helped people for free. He just wandered around helping people. So he had an angel righteous spirit, but he could not get power unless he was angry.
Angry.
Right. See, some of us, we don't know how to get that same power from being peaceful. We got to be angry to get it. No, we beat our children in anger instead of beating them and going for whatever they was going to get a beating for. We got to do it angrily. You did
Right.
what I'm saying? And then
Right.
that's just one. We argue angrily, but some of us, we can't get power except for when I'm depressed. See, when I'm depressed and I'm like this, people ask me, what's wrong? Hey, you okay? See, they don't talk to me when I'm like this.
When you happy, right.
Yeah, when I'm like this,
Like, what you
they don't say
look,
nothing.
brother John, what you smiling for? Why you so happy?
Hey, you sit your silly ass down.
Right.
How many of y'all been called silly for smiling too much? See, so we, like I said, step one is knowing that the power is in the words. Once I understand that, step two is, okay, I've created a routine. Let me examine me. Am I addicted? Because if it comes back, I have to be creating it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So the first time, it's we can't create what happens with we can't control what happens with other people, right? But we if that same thing reoccurs, that's us now, because we are putting ourselves in that condition or in that
Thinking
same
about it. Right.
circumstance
Replaying
that
it
gives.
over and over. Replaying it, not in present
Why
time.
would you do that? Right. And why would you do that? Except to get those hormones, except to get that energy. That's not
Right.
bad. Okay, that's not bad. Listen to me now. Some you can watch S&M type movies. You got people with this bond. So I'm not here to say we don't use that language of good or bad. This is your life. We are looking at how do we shift gears from the words anxiety, grief, sadness, depression to love, peace, happiness.
Goodness.
Right? And if you addicted to that, if you gotta take your car to 85, 90 to feel whoo, that hey, I'm not gonna take that away from you. If you
Right.
like roller coaster and you going up there and whoo, that if you a sister and you like that roughneck, hey, if you a brother and you like that sister that's the WAP, hey, we gotta be aware of what I like. And if I'm using the proper words to describe, am I even aware that I like these things? Because I'm keep putting myself in this situation. So that's not other people. That's me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If I like it, let me stop blaming other people. If I don't like it, now step
Figure out
three.
a way, right, to change it.
Step three. Right. Step three. So now I know it's my words. Now I know it's my lifestyle. Okay, now how do I use my words? How do I recreate or fill that void? If I take this out, I can't just leave a vacuum, right? I got to be able to put something right back there, right? So
Right.
Sister Denise has one with the book where
Right.
we have an opportunity to take blank lines and put words in blank
Right.
spaces that's about our life.
Right. Write your life and go through the
There you go.
activities, recreate. There are a list of words in here. We were talking about choose different words. It's a list of words in the book that will help you choose better words for what you're feeling
Mm-hmm,
to
mm-hmm,
overcome that
mm-hmm.
that anxiety.
Right, right. How to manage instead of mismanaging energy.
Right.
Because we psychologically, like I said, from a psychological perspective, a mental health perspective, it's up to us. It's not external forces that create these storms in us. They will hear you saying that this made you this, but the power is always in us, the person, because we have to use those words. We have to pick these particular words, just like getting dressed. You can say, man, I don't care how I look, and put on anything, and people that see you would know you didn't really care about how you look. You
Right.
can put on something to say, hey, I want to look sexy today. Yeah, we do that sometimes. I mean, men, we don't use sexy, but we use
Right.
handsome and, I want, what I mean? Things like that. So, and when we put it on, that's the vibe we're giving off. We've
Right.
created that. The same thing with these words on describing how we feel with anxiety and grief and sadness and depression. That's not taken away from the action or the event that caused it. It's getting through this. Okay, I can accept the action or the event, but I don't have to accept what this world wants me to call it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to call it that. Like I said, with hitting my hand, that don't have to be pain. How many of us say somebody do this and you say ow, and they ain't even hurt? And ow, like, and you like, come
Right,
on,
and you've
man.
seen it in a child, they'll fall and they'll be okay until the parent runs up to 'em, "Are you okay?" And then they start crying. They'll start crying once they get that attention.
Exactly. Exactly. Why? That's step 3. See, in the count, why am I like, okay, I can get attention other ways. I don't have to say out to get attention. I don't have to cause an argument to get attention. Oh, that's the only time you talk to me is when we are. No, it's not. That's not the only time we talk is when stop that now. You gonna stop it. The only time we talk is when we argue. Really? That's it. That's the only time you might feel something inside of you is when you are arguing with somebody else. See what I'm saying? Like, see, you feel love because you can't get that energy from love. When somebody says I love you, it's nothing. But when somebody says, oh shit, you think you that shit, and start using derogatory terms. Oh, now you energetic. Now you know what I'm saying? Right. And then you feel love after that. We break up to make up. Right. We fight to have, and some people will say our best love making is when we fight. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Really? See, it's the same internal reaction. Adrenaline and endorphins, neck and neck.
Right.
See, and when you're excited, it's the same reaction in a woman and a man. You are excited. If you don't, and that's a thin line between love and hate.
See?
Woo,
Right.
man.
It's
But
Sister
if we
Sandra
don't know,
says, some people say I'm broke all the time and they are always that way. Yes, it's what we say it is.
some people like to be broke. Hey, as your brother, I respect whatever it is that you want for your life. For those that are broke and don't want to be no more, but really don't know realistic solutions, that don't want to take nothing, drink nothing, or do some exuberant thing. Listen, your brain works off of oxygen, sunlight, and glucose. Those 3 things right there, your brain, and fats, omega-3 fatty acids. So 4 things right there, right? So you got oxygen is free. That's number 1 on the list. Then you got your sunlight, because sunlight and glucose are really the same thing. A lack of both of these makes you mentally imbalanced. So it's harder to think love because love is a higher frequency.
Right.
Anger, sadness, these are lower frequency energy levels. So it's easier to get into those when we are not breathing right. Just like meditation, when you meditate, you breathe differently than you breathe in normal life. Right? Okay. So, but when you breathe in that realm of meditation, you elevate your mental and spiritual and your
And
emotional.
you're more mindful of what you're doing. More mindful during
So
meditation.
imagine if you breathe like that all the time.
Exactly.
Whoa. Hey, I got a book. Look, breathing to live. Inhale your way to into health. Breathing to live. Inhale your way into health. Not only do we give the science how breathing can change your life, man, woo! This is not a novel. This is a science book. We give you exercises on different breathing techniques, how to clean respiratory system. And because a lot of us, we replace the wrong breathing habits with the right breathing habits. So we show you the right breathing habits, and we give you exercises so that you can do, like this one is diaphragmatic breathing, where this is an exercise where you, and this is great for for spouses, so your love or family members, where you can, because it's two people, right? So it's interactive exercise on how to breathe, so you can educate and have fun with your spouse, with your other loved ones, with your children, and it becomes fun and educational, but you're saving yourself. So when we looking at these high emotions and overcoming them, sunlight, it's a known fact, cabin fever, being locked in, right? Outside of nature, outside of the sun, you start thinking crazy. Look, they got movie. It's a movie called Cabin Fever 1 and 2. Them peoples went up. Murderous. They was murderous. See, so this is a lack of sunlight, a lack of being outside. That's the ingredient for you to find a peace of mind.
Exactly.
You can't supplement that. You can't. You go into your job, your school, that office. You in there all day. By the end of the day, you got a headache. You irritable. You got stress all up in here. Here, you can't wait to
go to work. It's dark. You leave work. It's dark. So you're not getting any sun.
See, so in order to, in addition, this is the lifestyle. We understand the words. We understand, okay, am I addicted to it or not? Or do I really want to change it? Now, the lifestyle, I have to breathe right. You see somebody upset, they always, this is the only way you can hyperventilate, right? So hyperventilation, mouth breathing, the same thing. And you always, hey man, calm down. Breathe. Count to 10. Slow down. Right. And they usually calm down. Right? So your breathing and your heartbeat, that's how much blood, if you got a heartbeat like this, 80 to 100 beats per second or minute, it's sending blood to your brain. Your blood can't process this and think at the same time. So you got to slow down. Take those beats per minute. Check your pulse.
Right.
15 seconds, whatever that number is, times 4. You ain't even got counted for the whole, or 10 seconds times 6. Right? Boom. Get yourself, and then lower that. Control your breathing until you can get it down to at least 60. You don't want it above 60. You want to get it as low as possible. But this is how you raise your vibration from anxiety and grief into love, peace, happiness. Woo.
Exactly.
Right? That rising above emotions, what does that mean? Rising above those frequencies? How do you,
yes.
See, those are low frequencies. Love is what? 420? Anxiety, fear, that stuff is like 50, low. 60,
right.
90. So when you say rising above emotions, I have to elevate my vibration. Right. But that is breathing right. That's sunlight, oxygen. Look at the time of the day that you get depressed and anxiety feel and angry. I bet you it's coordinated with the daylight. Look at when you go through these things. because we're not feeding ourselves the natural diet of gods.
Right. That is absolutely true.
I got another book. This is Creating Healing Hands, the Science of Energy Healing. For you, we have, and this is because the power of, you see that power of the healing, the hand. Boom! In our hand, man, know yourself, God, heal yourself. We have the ability with reflexology. This is not a novel neither. So we go into the energy healings and the different chakras and how you can touch yourself, different places. Woo! Listen now. Oh
Yeah.
my God, man. I'm saying you can't tickle yourself, but you can heal yourself. You can't take your hand and tickle yourself, but you can take your hands and you can place them on yourself and heal yourself. And I
Exactly.
teach you not
Like
just how to
Reiki.
do that, but look, we also give you the knowledge how you can employ this on your loved ones. On your, because once you get those healing energy hands, you got the Midas touch. Woo! Listen,
Right. Yes.
man.
And add some aromatherapy to that with the healing
Come on,
hands.
sis, give it to him.
Yes, that's it right there. Overcoming
What's a good?
anxiety. Um,
Okay.
Roman chamomile is a great one for relieving anxiety, stress. You need to relax, clear your mind. Roman chamomile is good, of course. Lavender. Those two together are awesome.
Mm,
And just put it in your
yes. And
diffuser.
look.
You can put it. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, no, no. I want you good. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, put it. You can put it in your diffuser, or as you're doing the healing hands, put some on topically and just massage it in. And that's
Wow. I was
yeah.
ready. Hey, that's what I was going to put that in there, but
Right.
you finished. In, when we, it's
Yes.
diagram in this book because different with reflexology, different parts of the body are in the hands and feet.
And right.
So the head, the neck area, then you got the internal organs is in here, the spine is right. So, and when we know how to touch and apply pressure, acupressure, it's you can go out, you can out and hurt yourself, or you can apply the correct amount of pressure and it activates
Mm.
and it causes that part to activate. See, and that's the science of reflexology. The same thing with the bottom of our feet.
Feet.
That's why we got
Right.
to learn how to walk, because in that walking, you are literally walking on your whole body. The same thing with your hands. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
just like those doctors, those surgeons, they careful with their hands because they know what their hands can do. We should feel that same way, because you can you can have a migraine, go like this, and you can help it, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying isn't far-fetched. You can have a pain, you massage it, oh man, and then start to feel better. So you getting that blood flow. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying nothing that we ain't already done to ourselves.
Right.
You in the car, your neck hurting, and you sitting there was trying to massage it back, and see, I want to
Exactly.
show you how touch
It's
was
easy.
connected to your palms.
Right.
How we can, you see, Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, when in
Yeah.
the old one, he
Yeah.
hurt his leg, and he touched him. Woo! And the
Right.
little white boy got up and went out there and kicked the other little white boy's butt. This is that sign. See,
Right.
I'm trying to give you some Mr. Miyagi hands. Man, I'm trying to look. We got listen. See, this is how a chart. You touch yourself. This is a chart of how you touch yourself to heal your. Listen, man, I'm telling you, this is not no novel.
Yeah, we
We
have
got charts
everything
in
we
here.
need, literally.
Yeah, this is all we
Yes.
already. This is our science, where we just. I'm giving y'all previews. This is the bottom of your feet and the life force that we have. So I just wanted to create it so we can look at this. Look at that depiction of your hand.
I brought it up so they could
Look at
see.
this. Look at that.
Yes.
Look how they say your hand. Look at this, man.
Look at that.
Can you
That
see
looks
it,
like
sis?
the spine. Yes. No, the spine, the
Yeah,
lung.
that's
Yes.
okay.
Powerful.
Okay. So if you know that I can touch different parts of my hand to activate different parts of my body. See, now you
That's
eliminate the medicine. You eliminate the hot. Man, I got the
right.
whole world
World
in my
in my
head.
head.
I wish I could say. I don't want to mess the audio up with my voice.
And that's another thing with that reflexology and using the essential oils. When you know a certain, area that you need work on, you can use a certain
Yeah.
oil to massage into that area or on the soles of your
Yes.
feet.
Yes. 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 And you use that in this particular, since we talking about raising our vibration,
Mm.
overcoming. So in that we can, because your head and all of that and your brain is coordinated too in this. So
Right.
I can help that by just doing simple principles. I can, if I find, like I say, we can't always prevent things, but I control what happens after that. See what I'm
Right.
saying? So I can't prevent nothing. I can have preventive measures, practice, but I can't prevent nothing, especially with other people. But once it happens, all of that is up to us, man. Now that's when these sciences come in, or even
Right.
just regular maintenance. You feel what I'm saying? Normal, regular, everyday. Let me just work on improving my own mental capabilities.
Right.
Let me work on improving my own emotion. I don't have to go through nothing to want to work on these things.
Right. Exactly. You don't have to be sad, just raising your
No,
vibrations.
right. Yeah. Don't be anxiety. Just don't think you need to call Sister Denise when you
Right.
going
That's
through
what
anxiety. No. No. Get with her. If you're
right.
not going through anxiety or grief,
Preventative
get with her
measures.
now. Yes. Yes.
Where is it? Preventative measures. Lavender. Get you
Yes.
some good rest, getting the proper amount of sleep. That is
Mm,
essential to healing. We
yeah.
really can't heal without it.
Yes.
Yes, the
Yes. And
sister said we have
mo-
everything we need to heal. Now we have to
yeah.
stop choosing to not feel well. Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
we're saying. That's that's what we saying in a nutshell.
Right. And if you are choosing to not feel well, just know that there's other ways to get that attention that you are seeking.
Right.
Right? You can. I mean, people call me because I make you feel good when you talking to me. So they just, man, I'm gonna call.
Right. Right. Your energy
I
always
get those kind
on
of
a
calls,
thousand.
and I don't mind because I like to transfer my energy.
Brother Sean, can you hear me? Okay, you were breaking up.
Right. Oh, 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 right? So
Yes.
that's my
Yeah.
bedside manner because as a health practitioner, if you come to me
Is it just me or can you okay. Yeah, he was breaking up, but let me see if we can get him back on. But yes, that's all we're saying, Sister Brenda. What you said, it pretty much summed it up. We have everything we need to heal. Thank you all for tuning in. Sister Kiana, thank you for joining. Yes, let me see if Brother Sean's gonna come back on. Okay, his computer reset. So yeah, so that's our topic today was emotional wellness, going from anxiety and grief to peace and happiness. And we just wanted to come on and share this with you. The books that he was referring to, all of Brother Sean's books are available on Amazon. Mine are as well. You can type his name into the search, and he has literally an encyclopedia collection of books on Amazon. So you all can go there to purchase his books. You can go there to purchase mine as well. Writing My Life, Creating My Mental Wellness. It's a self-help workbook. So it's going to give you the opportunity to look at your thoughts and beliefs and examine whether they are conducive to your goals, health, and wellness. All right. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end it this evening. Thank you all for tuning in. Share the video. Those that watch this on the replay, we appreciate you as well. Share the video. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to you.